Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you my garden. It is April 3rd. This is the first life of spring coming out. I planted this currant that was given as a gift to me last year. I didn't get anything besides these tall 2 sticks. There's some new life happening down there at the bottom. I don't even know what kind of currant that is. I've never even had a currant, so I'm very excited to try them. I have an asparagus planted too close. You'll notice this entire garden is, I call it my wild garden. But right there is the first life of an artichoke I planted last summer. Planted it too late for it to do anything, but it did grow pretty nice. No flowers. I'm very excited for that this year. Got some daffodils coming up. My favorite flower. And this is my strawberry patch. I just added these bricks as a walkway. I didn't have that last year. I need to get a few more. But you can see the strawberries are doing really well. They've spread. They've got runners all the way over here. I didn't pull the runners like I should have. They all seemed to be doing okay, so I let them go wild. That right there is a peony. This is going on 3 years now of it being recovered, and it has not flowered, so hopefully we get some pretty flowers this year. Got a little white rose. You come over here and you see that little plant is the baby of this big plant, which are, I can't remember the kind of raspberry, but they are golden, like blush raspberry, champagne raspberries. They are so yummy. We got like 4 of them last year. I'm very excited to harvest those. I had tossed in some garlic late winter, and you can see it's popping up right there. But this one is pulled out. I'm not really sure what to do. I've never grown garlic, so we're just experimenting here. And I've got another raspberry that's got some signs of life. And down here, all throughout, I've got clover, and there's my lemon thyme. It still has a little bit of life in it. Got a green onion. I think I just planted from the kitchen real quick. And right in this spot, I had a third raspberry plant. Nothing came up last year, but I still have a little bit of hope that another plant will come up. Oh, there's one. I'm not sure if that's from that plant or if it's from the third plant I planted last year. Right here I've got some hyssop. Oh. And over here I have a whole ton of, honestly, I am not sure. I'm not sure if those are raspberries. I stuck this stick in right here that was given to me. It's a blackberry cutting. And I have no idea. These might be blackberries. Which is kind of exciting. I gotta show off this beautiful little sherbet buttercup. This is the first time I've seen this in my yard. I didn't plant it. at least that I remember. But it is beautiful. I do toss the bulbs out from gifts, so maybe it came out from that. Over here is the start of Hecate's garden. I have my bird bath I just moved yesterday. This tiny little root plant I planted last year. I planted this raspberry. It was very hot and dry when I put it in. I'm not sure if it will come back, but I hope so. The other ones seem to be doing good. And over here, I have little bits of yarrow plant coming. They were babies and they didn't flower or anything. I kind of forgot I planted them, but they are here and staying and quite pretty. Sorry for the lost frisbee from the kids. My yard's pretty messy right now. And here is a new bed that was given to me, and I have 10 crowns of asparagus I need to get this bed ready for. Over here I have a raspberry, or not raspberry, rosemary. And I had a lavender right here. Got some weeds going I need to come out and pull. And the Nerf darts that are everywhere. Hopefully that lavender will come back up. Like I said, my yard's a mess. There's dog poop. And my plants that I wasn't watering over the winter, I was just tossing my food scraps around to give them moisture and nutrients throughout the winter. I think it seemed to be working. This right here is my new apple tree. It's a yellow delicious. We planted it a few weeks ago. Bare root. And it already has some little bits of life on the ends. Very excited for that. I have these beautiful tulips that are going to come up. I'm not sure the variety. My grandfather planted them back here. They're striped and beautiful. I planted some pea seeds over here. I had done my TP and I tossed these old pumpkins over here just again to release moisture, and I thought if I grow some pumpkins in this spot in the summer I wouldn't mind, but my son keeps pulling up the sticks and I haven't seen any peas come up so far. The ground looks really dry. I need to get some water over here. It's the desert and we have had no moisture. More of those tulips coming up. And there is a lavender again. Not looking so great, but hopefully it'll come back for me. These have been my main beds, my only planting room for a while. Those are the remnants of some kohlrabi, some green onions I planted just from the grocery store ends. And then I have some little tiny cabbage starts. I'm pretty sure those are cabbage starts. That popped out here on a cloudy week. I didn't harden them off or anything, so hopefully they will live. And I'm not sure if that kohlrabi is going to do anything else or if I just need to pull it out. But it's still green. I haven't had tons of experience with it besides last year. It does taste delicious if you guys like leafy, I don't know, cauliflower, I guess, taste. This is my bed for tomatoes. I had tomatoes growing all the way up that pole last year. I'm just really leaving this bed, and we'll plant more cucumbers and tomatoes in it in about a month. Then the fear of the last freeze is gone. You can see over here I have some cilantro greens coming up. I love cilantro. I know some people don't, and I understand the taste because it actually happened to me while I was pregnant with my first. This soap, I couldn't eat it, but I'm back to loving it. This is the only lavender I have that's still green. It's not completely dried up. So I know this one will come back for me this year. And I got this tansy mustard growing all over the yard. I gotta come out here and pull. This little guy, I had to Google Lens the leaves, and it made me remember I had stuck a potato that had sprouted. I just cut the sprouted end and stuck it in the dirt sometime this winter. I'm not really sure when. And that's what Google Lens says. These are potato leaves. I have 4 o'clocks that typically grow in this section, so hopefully the potato doesn't completely destroy that, but I'm just going to let it grow and see what happens. Take you over here to my biggest mess. I have raspberries in these pots that were gifted to me from a really awesome gardening group, and I hope they come back. I had dug them up because the spot that I had them in didn't receive enough sun. They just didn't thrive. And this is a service berry. I bought pretty much in this shape last year, and my kids pulled it out of the ground when I planted it, so I stuck it in a pot, and I've been watering it through the winter. I did the little bark check, and it is green, so I hope it comes out this year. We'll see. I got a pot of kale, a pot of red bronze leaf lettuce from MI Gardener Seed Company, and these are all kohlrabi. You can see the soil I put them in was not very good, and they need nutrients. I came and fertilized them yesterday, so hopefully those yellow leaves, start perking back up. We got a few little pea sprouts in these containers growing. I don't usually have luck with peas, so hopefully we'll see something happen. This is a blackberry, another one of those that was gifted, and I let it root just in a water jar throughout the winter, and it had so many roots, I finally just stuck it in this pot because I ended up getting this pot available for moving something else. And this is another raspberry. That one has been watered consistently and in the sun. It wasn't with these other ones in the hothouse. This one has just been here on the porch, and it looks so good. We've got little leaves coming up all over. There are some blue morning glories that were gifted to me from my neighbor. A container of carrots. I'm really excited about those. I actually sprouted them inside. I've never had luck with carrots in ground. I got this really deep little container, and I'm gonna try them in the container and see if I can finally get some carrots growing. Over here I have my Mr. Stacky. It still has some strawberry life on it. A whole lot of dead. I haven't cleared out much of my garden from last year because I'm trying to let the bees and